Order, order! This court is now in session. Please take a seat quietly. Order! Quietly! Today we put on trial the Cobram Anglican Grammar School class of 2023. Let us begin. Senior Constable Lachlan Rouse has charged Mr. Harrison Brooker with eating in the science lab. How do you plead, Mr. Brooker?
Not guilty.
Have a seat and await your sentencing. Senior Constable Isaac Brown has charged Mr. Braden St. John with falling asleep in a number of classes. How do you plead, Mr. St. John?
Guilty of it.
Await your sentencing. Order! Senior Constable Remy Campbell is charging Miss Michaela Woosnam and Miss Abby Koenig with failing to wear the winter uniform properly. Miss Woosnam and Miss Koenig, how do you plead? Have your seat and await your sentencing. Senior Constable Holly Percy is charging Miss Brooke Eddy with never coming to school. How do you plead, Miss Eddy?
Guilty.
Take your seat and take your sentencing. Senior Constable Natasha Smith is charging Miss Ainsley Guthrie with never studying at home. How do you plead, Miss Guthrie?
Guilty.
Take your seat and await your sentencing. Senior Constable Gabriella Limegruber is charging Miss Tanika Vandenberg with not staying quiet in English. How do you plead, Miss Vandenberg? Take a seat and await your sentencing. Senior Constable Cadence Pang is charging Miss Hannah Logie for not coming to school enough. Fergie, have you please? Take your seat and wait for sentencing. Senior Constable Emily Orsida and Senior Detective Martin Kong are charging Miss Caitlin Welch for swearing in Mrs. Wright's car. How do you plead, Miss Welch?
Very guilty.
Take your seat and await your sentencing. All prisoners, stand and raise your right hand. And answer with I do, or otherwise I will lock your sorry backsides up straight away. Do you swear on the Holy Bible to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? By the power invested in me, I do swear that you will receive a fair and equitable process, enabling a just outcome. I would not be pinning my chances, though, as you have slipped well below the line of human decency in accordance with the charges laid. So I would encourage you to improve your behaviours and get above the line in future, no matter the outcome of today's trial. Good luck, because you're going to be needing it. Could Senior Constable Pang please come to the front and commence proceedings?
Hello and welcome, students, teachers, staff, parents, grandparents, friends and family, to the day that we've all been waiting for, the official last day of Year 12, also known as Celebration Day or Mark-Up Day. I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting for this day for my whole entire schooling life. I first found out about this magical event 13 years ago, when my peers and I were just in prep. I remember the whole school was seated in the library, yes, that was our assembly room back in the day, where we watched the Year 12s talk for a very long time, give out free presents to the teachers, and then cry at the end of it. I remember saying to my friends next to me, look, they're crying tears of happiness because they don't have to go to school anymore. And every year after that, the same thing happened with every group of Year 12s, celebrating the fact that they were finally free. And today, that day has come. To be honest, my opinion towards the last day of school has not changed too much. I say this on behalf of my class. We are so done with school and can't wait to be out of here. But I was wrong about one thing though. Whilst we're super happy at this new freedom, we'll also be a little bit sad, because today is the day where we'll be saying goodbye. Bye to all our amazing teachers. Bye to our wonderful school community that has been our second family and our home for all these years. But before we get into that stuff, let's get started with the speeches for the teachers.
Miss Doyle, thank you for your determination to make us do well no matter what throughout mine and everyone else's time in our secondary years of school, and being the most motivating and inspiring teacher through all our Year 11 and Year 12 HHG classes. Even though we basically refused to talk to you half the time, we still made it through, so I'd like to thank you very much for the effort you've put in.
Thank you for giving up your time, especially the last 2 years of HHD. Our classes could be quite an experience. You'd think being too loud would be the problem for this class, but rather not, you had to beg us to open our mouth. The iconic moment was when you made us sit in a circle to work out where we go from here, and you seemed to come up with the phrase of, let's just whap it through the year. We made it this far without you. Not only our HHC classes, but looking after all us Year 12s, making sure we kept going. We hope you enjoyed your time with us and over the years, and on behalf, we would like to give you a gift.
Oh, lucky.
Thanks, girls. I'm glad that not everyone in the room got that reference. So, those that did, I apologise profusely. It's been quite a journey with this year's Year 12. We've had ups and downs, but along the way, loads of fun, and that's what's really important, I think. So I just want to wish them all the best for whatever comes next. Thanks.
Miss White. What can I say, Miss White, otherwise known as Mum? You've had me since prep, which is a pleasure for you, obviously. Over this time, we've had some weird conversations, and the details of this I won't disclose, but you know what I mean. What gets said in the car, stays in the car. Also, thanks for letting me swear in the car. There are lots of memorable moments for me, but every trip to Melbourne will be up there. From the wrong turns we took, to that one time she drove down the tram tracks the wrong way. Oh, and that time she paid me $10, being the biggest palm I'd ever seen. Although I haven't had you for a teacher this year, much to your disappointment, don't worry, I still made up for this by casually annoying her. I would like to say thank you for all the hard work over the past 13 years, and for all the memories you have given our class. Our journey wouldn't be the same without you.
Miss White, through my entire schooling, you have been my favourite teacher to annoy. Now there's a difference between when you're annoyed and you're mad. Annoyed, you can still turn it around with a funny joke, but when you're mad, let's just say I've mentally written a will a few times. To name a few things that I've annoyed her with, all the times I've chewed gum, accidentally swore when I thought you couldn't hear, she has some supersonic hearing. All the times I wasn't wearing a hat, the weekend plans you did not need to hear about, and of course all the horrible and inappropriate jokes that I'm still surprised you didn't do anything more with. But saying all this, I, along with everyone else, will miss you as you're a kind, compassionate teacher that genuinely wants everyone to do their best, no matter how much your students exist. Thank you for not murdering me.
Mr. Smith, it turns out that I've actually only had you for 2 years and a bit of my total 13 years of schooling here at CAGS. However, it's those 2 years in which I felt that I've learnt the most, as well as pulling the most hairs out of my head, trying to solve the endless amounts of math questions that half the time had the wrong answers. Over the years, you're becoming not just a teacher, but my mentor, guiding me through not only my academics, but the importance of a balanced life, regularly exercising, eating well, and making sure I have a good sleeping habit. I'm immensely grateful for you, not only helping us plow through what seemed like an endless list of questions that you used in your free periods and lunchtimes to make sure that Cody and or I really understood what the questions were asking, but why the questions existed, and our ultimate goal for to search the meaning of life. So, on behalf of Cody and I, to show our appreciation for teaching us specialist methods and physics, we have both stolen Tony Stark's arc reactor so that you can become the next Iron Man.
This year, it's been a real privilege to teach this year's group, probably the hardest working group that I've ever had in the 18 years that I've been here. Congratulations on your hard work. I'm sure you'll get to where you want to go next year and succeed very well in life. And a privilege teaching you. Thank you.
Mrs. Smith, you're an icon of this school, quite literally winning a Teacher of the Year award. More importantly, you're one of my greatest role models, probably responsible for igniting my passion for science. But if I'm being honest, above all else, you've nearly been a second mother to me throughout my schooling. Let's remember that you've saved my wallet at least 10 times, and I'm sure it's taken years of your life. I first heard you in Year 4 when I was curious about coding, and you invited me to join the Grow Club. If I'm honest, you're the most intimidating teacher I had at that point. I think having you as my first proper VCE teacher was one of the best experiences I've had, with the majority of our biology class spent laughing at something you'd said without thinking. We all remember the "now you're free to go and unzip your jeans" incident. Thank you for everything you've put us through with that class. Over time, I've realised that what I thought was your intensity was actually passion for teaching and a love of learning. I like to think you've passed that on to me, but by being an incredibly shaping force on my education journey. So thanks for everything, and I hope I've exceeded your expectations.
You all know I'm terrible at words, but I'll do my best to tell you right now how much I appreciate you as a teacher and as a friend. Having your classes last year was probably my favourite part of school in general, and I miss having them so much. Your biology class was amazing, and I'm glad I changed my mind and decided to take it because I've learned so much from you, including some things that weren't quite relevant to the subject. Your absolute enthusiasm and enjoyment of the subjects you teach makes them so much easier to learn and enjoy, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without your help. There is so much I want to say to thank you for teaching me, being there for me, and understanding me better than nearly anyone else I know. But finding the right words just isn't something I can do very well, so I hope I've made myself clear. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith, for everything you've done, and I hope with all my heart that you continue to be the absolutely incredible person you are, for me and for everyone else lucky enough to meet you.
First of all, I just want to say a big thank you for teaching me maths since Year 7. I was one of the lucky ones that had you for Year 7 till Year 12. Thank you for constantly yelling at me and telling me you were doing it for me, not to me. Although I don't think I'll ever understand that, as I still continued to talk as soon as you left the room, although you could still hear me because you were next door. Sorry. Oh, no. Thank you for screaming at Michaela every math lesson. It really did brighten all our days up. Anyway, on behalf of General Math, we would just like to say 50 minutes of math is 50 minutes of math. Enjoy your retirement and stay stylish.
Okay, I did write down a couple of things because, like ANZ words, I do numbers. What is the best thing about teaching at CAGS? Well, it's these kids. It's all of you. You etch your way under our skin and become part of a very close-knit family. Some of them respectful family members and others the weird uncle or aunt that we don't talk about, but all loved family. Fond memories are thick and deep. Remember when my introverted math science STEM team for Tournament of the Minds had to perform a play with Russian accents at state finals? It was too funny. I just sat in the background saying something along the lines of, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know they expected to put on a play." And the Girton Grammar team that won state that year actually literally put on a song and dance number. Competing inside a taipan that first year around the kitchen table at our house. How awful was that? When we had to sacrifice the STEM lab to the giant huntsman spider. Remember when that crazy lady made you learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube? The Year 7s are living that dream right now. We've had some fun trips too. Many chess camps, which is the first time I realised little people are capable of eating a lot of pizza. Sleeping on the floor of my childhood church when we went to Melbourne for the Tom's State Final. Trekking all over the state for human-powered vehicle races. Travelling 22 hours on a plane to the USA in order to attend NASA Space Camp. Bunking down in the student residence at Fed Uni, followed by that questionable hotel that we stayed on Chapel Street. That one. And what was that stupid dog's name in Pecan Capture the Flag? Does anyone actually remember what that stupid little dog's name was? Yeah.
No, I blocked it out.
Yeah, so am I. Parents and friends are constantly thanking Mr. Smith and myself for all that we do for you guys. I don't think anyone really understands what you do for us. Every day we come to work and are treated with love and respect. You always give us your best. We see it in your eyes and your smiles. We've watched you all grow up. 13 years. Some of you we've known since you were 5 years old. And now our job is done. We get to stand back today and look at the young adults that we've been able to journey with on their voyage of education. We're so proud of the citizens that you have become. This is not goodbye. Now I shall stalk you from afar. And rejoice in your futures full of promise in all its shapes and sizes.
So Miss Carr wasn't able to make it today, she's quite unwell, so I've just got a few speeches for her. On the behalf of the class, we would just like to say a huge thank you for all your time. We appreciate everything you've done and the effort you've put into us, our classes and individually. Even though we've only had you for a short time, we wouldn't have been able to get this far without you in English. I think we could all confidently say that your teaching has been truly invaluable.
Miss Carr has been our English teacher this year, and I firstly want to apologise for subjecting her to my handwriting this year. I'm certain I've single-handedly caused the majority of eye strain. I just want to thank you for being a driving force for keeping me motivated, reinforcing, this is good, don't panic. Every time I handed you something that I thought was terrible. This positive reinforcement reveals a deep part of your character, that of a caring figure who wants to see her students be their best. See, snuck a little analysis in there too.
Mrs. Bird, thank you for such an amazing past 2 years. Although chemistry isn't my favourite nor my best subject, it's been filled with interesting conversations and laughter. Sugar Fix Friday certainly got me through a double period of chemistry. I've definitely learned a lot and forgotten a lot. Thank you for your immense patience when we're teaching me easily understood concepts and taking the time out of your day to tutor me each Monday. Your selfless acts of kindness don't go unnoticed. Also, I will never forget that there are 2 hydrogens in H2O, not 2 oxygens.
Shazza, what's up? You'll miss me calling you that, I'm sure. I first had you for science in year 10, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't take much from those lessons. Only that we gave you a much harder time than you deserved. The day we walked into the lab to hear the year 9 singing happy birthday for absolutely no reason, with you looking ready to end the week on a Tuesday afternoon, made us realise this. And the past 2 years of chemistry with you have been something I will definitely remember. From eating away our stress on lollies with you every Friday lesson, like Natasha said, and nearly passing out when you showed us a picture of your cut-off finger. We were a small class of 4, but the memories we made were enough for one of 30. I went into chemistry every day knowing you would push me to do my best and help me keep my enjoyment of a subject I didn't realise was so hard. Thank you for everything, and I hope I won't let you down too much on the coming exam.
老师和潘老师，请上来。我要感谢你们为教我中文所付出的努力。我知道这个不容易。Mr. Brown and Mrs. Pang have been our Chinese teachers for the last 2 years, and I'm sorry for all I've put you through this time. From random attendance in class, usually by me, to frequent outbursts of despair at seemingly complicating patterns in this language, to the feeling of pride I've gained as I've learned more and more of this beautifully difficult language. For Pang Lao Shi, thanks for taking the extra time to tutor me after school over the last few months, and being a comforting source of inspiration to keep trying my hardest. I'll always remember you teaching us idioms that quickly chatted to how best to poetically insult someone. You're incomparable to anyone else because no one else is as useless as you has got to be the most damaging thing I've ever heard in Chinese. So thank you for making me laugh through the pain of this year. For Brown Lao Shi, thanks for making me understand that my struggle isn't limited to me, but is a part of the learning process in this language, and that it will get easier with time as long as I keep applying myself. Tai Gan Sia.
I've prepared something, so I have to write it down. And I'll Chinese first, then English. 谢谢我们的学生，我们很高兴成为你们的中文老师。你们多努力学习了，而且很聪明。你们要为自己感到骄傲。保重。Now for the English. Thank you to our students. We are very proud and very happy to have been your Chinese language teachers. You have studied very hard and you are all very smart. You should all be very proud of yourselves. Take care. And we also have some presentations that we'd like to give our students too. So, just as a show you what they are, we've got some fantastic Chinese t-shirts, which says eat, sleep, sui zhong wen, which is study Chinese, and then repeat the whole process again. So, while we're handing these things out, if you are currently in Year 8 or Year 9, and you would like to be the proud owner of such a cool-looking t-shirt, then we want to see you, Chinese Language, Culture and Society Units 1 and 2, 2025. Just putting it out there. Tim Harrison. Oh. That's all. Emily. So that's purple. She asked for purple, that's purple. Cadence asked for pink. Cadence. And also for our Year 11s who are fast tracking. Thomas. Thomas did this with great secrecy, he had to choose blue or green. Nathan. And Jordan.
Mr. Barnes has been a business management teacher throughout BTU and has also taught me legal studies last year until nearly all of our class was treated as psychology and chemistry at the end of the year. We always stood out from the other teachers to me. We got eccentric performances involving members of the class to demonstrate legal concepts in court cases and business management theories, turning me and other members of the class into murderers, gang members, lawyers, union reps, negligent employees, autocratic managers, and socially responsible customers. The miniature theatre he constructed in the classroom has always been a fun and interesting way to learn all these concepts. And I commend you, Mr. Barnes, for making me learn what is usually co-reducing material but learn. Unfortunately, despite your best efforts, somehow I still managed to fall asleep in legal studies multiple times, for which I apologise. Thankfully, I can't really fall asleep in my VSD classes for legal studies, continue to lead the service. And I have not fallen asleep in business management ever, or at least I don't recall doing so. Thank you for teaching me for the past few years, Mr. Barnes.
Mr. Barnes, when I first started business management at the beginning of this year and only halfway through the course, I had no idea what kind of a wild ride I was in for. Fortunately, it turned out to be quite an exciting one. Your energetic character, consultative approach to teaching, as well as the passion you bring to each lesson, and along with the mountains of slideshows, have made for a very memorable experience. Overall, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in your business management classes and deeply appreciate and thank you for all of your advice around study and revision, the care and effort you put into the material, even when we forget to look at it over the weekend, and hearing about your obsessions with Uncle Toby's, milk bars and desert boots has been very entertaining.
Thanks, boys. I'd just like to quickly say, Martin, Detective Conger, I should say, you mentioned Mr. Smith said the meaning of life. Well, that's for you Year 12s to go and find out. But I will say, you've got such a great head start in life, having come from such a great school, and I'm just privileged to have known you lot, and I'm sorry I couldn't have taught you all, but it's been great knowing you, and know that we're always here for you, and use your contacts in life. Thanks everyone.
Mrs. Roach isn't here today, but we've got a few words we'd like to say. Mrs. Roach, I've never really got the chance to properly thank you for the immense help you provided us psychology fast trackers last year. That contributed greatly to our successes. So thank you so much for dealing with my near breakdowns, for the hours you spend outside of school for our practice exam sessions, and for the amount of care and attention you have allocated to us. Our psychology classes last year truly were one of the best parts of my Year 11 schooling.
From the discussions that would take up class time after telling us to focus, and to the bullying of myself and your dodgy practices of getting around the VCAR rules to help us in last week's for exams. Psychology has been an enjoyable experience throughout the year, and I'm going to miss the class conversations. We hear that she's moving into a new house soon, so we got her a housewarming gift on behalf of the psychology class.
Mrs. Hills. Mrs. Hills was my visual communication and design teacher last year. She also taught me in other art classes throughout my time at KX. She taught me how to draw from different perspectives, shade properly, and texture my art pieces. Overall, my art skills would not be what they are now if Mrs. Hills wasn't my teacher. Thank you.
I would also like to sincerely thank Ms. Hills for helping start my and others' VCE journeys back in 21, and for your incredible patience with enduring my pretty severe daydreaming and knack for getting sidetracked in those previous years. In the time you were my art teacher, I and many others will always remember you for the advice and skills you have taught us, such as the knowledge that you shade with the side of the tip of the pencil, not the point, your stern but also deeply kind and honest nature, and your passion towards not only the subjects that you teach, but also in seeing your students develop into better artists. So thank you, Mrs. Hills.
Mr. Quinn isn't here at the moment, but I have a few words. Quinny, where do I even start? You have helped me through the toughest years of my life and encouraged me to do my best every day. Though some days you couldn't talk me into staying at school, you encouraged me to stay in routine and speak kind words to myself. I'm forever grateful for your patience and support, because I truly wouldn't have been able to complete high school without your help. Though I do need to give myself some credit, because I'm pretty damn good for still making it through years to 12, despite not coming every day. And I know I'm not the only one who is thankful for your support throughout this year. In the words of William Shakespeare, I can no other answer make, but
careers counsellor we currently have at our school. Your dedication to our life goals and future aspirations do not go unnoticed. From creating the Google Classroom and updating us on scholarship and uni applications, your efforts in ensuring that we have our next stage of life planned out are greatly appreciated. Also, thanks for putting up with our entertaining conversations we've had to deal with from having your office in our study room. So we've got you an aromatherapy jade roller, and thanks for keeping us rolling through life.
I'll keep it quick, I know everyone wants to get out of here soon. I just wish you all good luck, and you can all do amazing things. And just remember that there is plenty of time to do it, so don't rush out and do it now. Just enjoy life.
Mr. Rowe, I remember when you first taught me how to throw a tennis ball, run around the soccer field with robotic arms, and most importantly, the line, where people are either above the line or below the line, no in between. You push every single person you meet to be the most athletic person they can be, with whatever means needed, whether it make them cry or angry. It is because of you that our badminton was able to reach beyond what we thought it could have reached. And to that, I am very thankful.
Thanks, Mr. Rowe, for the unending enthusiasm with events like this. It has always been a key motivator to us students over the years. The wig looks great, never thought I'd see the day you had hair. A core memory of mine is Year 8, where you were demonstrating a 5-minute workout routine in front of the classroom, aggressively doing push-ups on the carpet, all the while shouting self-motivation. I'm going to be honest, it didn't work. I was still reluctant to do those workouts. But the dedication you put into our badminton team over the years, taking time out of your day to train us in all things badminton tactics, I think we can all agree definitely made an impact. To this day, I still hear the faint echoing of you screaming at me to run faster across the court. Back to the middle, Emily. Thank you for the dedication and passion you reflect onto the students here at school. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Just quickly, I wish everyone all the best for the upcoming exams and what the future holds. We've got a pretty talented group here. The girls with their badminton, we probably could all attest that they are currently the greatest sporting team that we've ever had at this school, gaining a second medal at the state titles, which is pretty phenomenal from a small school. And I'm going to use Martin as an example because when you're talking about someone with a bit of talent and dedication, what he does from a small rural town and with his table tennis, badminton and things like that, he's going places and he's a sight to see. And that was attested when we went to the regionals and the opposition were actually encouraging him to do a Martin on them, which was pretty special. But I wish all of you all the very best and hope the future holds what you wish it to be. So well done.
Mr. Thompson? Dearest Mr. Thompson, Guru, we haven't had you for a very long time, but we have bullied you like you've been here forever, and I think that's poetic. And to be honest, you're from the high school, so everything we've ever done to you can't be as bad as what they did. All our chats have been quite enlightening, from your leftover foods to everyone filing into your office like it was an intervention. Don't worry, it wasn't. There are also all the times where we've, or mainly myself, hidden or ruthlessly shaken up your Pepsi cans, and for that I'm not sorry. I'm also not sorry for putting a plunger on your head. That was peak comedy. And the time we compared you to a blue drawing of yourself. Now, the silly part of the speech is done. Here's Cadence to be the mature, responsible, reasonable human being.
Thank you, Tanika. So, Mr. Thompson, even though you've only been here for a short while, we've quite enjoyed your company in the VCE Centre. Apart from all the fun stuff that Tanika outlined, you've also shown great dedication to the well-being and learning of our students. from helping me understand organic chemistry to providing a delicious spread for us captains. Your help has been greatly appreciated. As such, to show you how grateful we are for your service, our dearest Mr. Grew, we have taken the liberty of stealing the moon for you.
Also, to apologise for the shaken Pepsis, we bought you a slab on us, but I dropped them on the way here. In a woolly's bag. Have fun with that.
Right, again, I'll keep my words short, given we are in your time. I just want to congratulate all the Year 12s. This has been it's been a wild ride of the year, but today in particular has been a magnificent day, and you've partied harder than any Year 12 that I've seen in my 20 years of the game. Your presence in the school will be missed, even if the hijinks with my items in the fridge possibly will not. I was really dirty the other week when, I think it was Friday afternoon, it was quite hot. I was waiting for that third can on the way home and I couldn't find it, so Tanika, I blame you. It's in my classroom? Okay, cool. So whatever your journey is from here, whether you're off to the world of work or whether you're studying for exams, all the best in the coming weeks, and I look forward to seeing you all again at valedictory.
To our primary teachers, Ms. Williams, Mrs. Lee, Mrs. Post, Mrs. Green, Mrs. Cruel, and Ms. Baker, can you please stand up? These teachers have seen a fair few of our class grow up through the school. And thanks for being there and teaching me not only how to comprehend strange concepts like mathematics, sentence structure, but also how to ensure. Thanks for supporting us throughout our years of school. And an extra special thanks to Ms. Rooney, who works with my mum down in junior school. Thanks for keeping her busy and being a great friend to her.
Well, being at the school for 13 years, one thing I will never forget is the teachers who first taught me when I was still a drawing student. I just want to thank my primary school teachers who are still teaching at this school for your work and for the start of my schooling life and for the dedication you put in.
Hi, James and Lee. I know you guys go through hell every day helping people find the power button on their computers. Dozen times a day. I commend you for your endurance. I'd also like to apologise for the actions of a few people who have made your jobs harder, not who, like others, who cause issues for their incompetence with technology, cause it due to knowing too much about tech. As compensation, I've sent a couple of gifts to you by email. I hope you enjoy that little joke, and thank you for being great tech guys.
Can the office ladies, Patty and Viv, please stand up? Viv, we just wanted to thank you. Every time I saw you, you always had the biggest smile on your face. Your work will never go unappreciated, as you always took an interest in all of us with your positive attitude and always cleaning up after our mess, even if we didn't. So thank you.
To Patty, thank you for being a whiz behind the camera and for all your work promoting our school. I'm sure you'll miss us, but we won't miss your angles that you take.
To the office ladies, we would just like to say a huge thank you to all your work done behind the scenes. It hasn't gone unnoticed. From caring for us when we are sick and having everything organised on a daily basis, you really keep the school running smoothly. Thank you.
Father Victor, on behalf of the whole school and especially the lucky captains who got to see to us here, we would like to thank you for the energy you bring to all your chapel services, your work with the captains and your support of the students, your vibrant personality every day. We all know that you do a lot for the school and for the parish, so we hope you enjoy this gift.
Lucky laughs, Mr. Willett. Mr. Keith Willett, otherwise known by the captains as Keitho, Keithan, Wilder, Douglas and Dougie. When I first met you, I thought, this guy was kind of weird. Truth is, I didn't get any less weird, but I grew to accept it. Over the years, I've had some pretty memorable moments. In Perth, I acted as your personal slave when you left your stuff everywhere, including your suitcase out on the sidewalk for just about anyone to take. Every time you would call us into your office to talk about something that would take 5 minutes, it actually took like half an hour. So next year's captors, get ready for that. Mr. Willett, he's a bit of a jokester. Although they're not always funny, sometimes we feel obligated to laugh because he does. But every now and again there's a bit of a funny one. I'll give you an example. Why do ducks have feathers? To hide their butt crack. That was an example of a funny one. Thank you for the enlightening conversations in your office, as well as the ones that made me question everything. But most importantly, thank you for the opportunities you have given us.
Mr. Willett, you've been quite a character over the course of this year, but you've also given us captains the opportunity to do some amazing things. From representing the school at Anzac services, to recording a radio ad, a week-long trip to Perth, but most importantly, access to your special credit card to buy food at whatever event we were at. I vividly remember a car trip to one of these events, where upon parking your car, albeit on a 25-degree angle in a square parking space, you proceed to congratulate yourself by saying, "Good job, Keith, nice parking." To this day, I'm not sure if you were joking. Thank you for everything.
Okay, what a hard act to follow. Thank you, Harrison, and thank you, Caitlin, and Chief Inspector Mrs. Carolyn White. How long have I got? Not long, I thought so. Just a couple of things from me. First of all, welcome everybody here today, particularly our parents and our friends. That's wonderful. I would also like to just congratulate our entire Year 12 cohort as they come to the conclusion of their education. And thank you all for your different contributions. They have been wonderful, and I hope you're very proud of what you've achieved. And of course, good luck in this next few weeks for those of you who are doing exams. And like a lot of the teachers who have gone before here today, whatever's ahead of you for the next 60 or 70 or 80 or 90, I doubt 100 years, make the most of it. Okay? Just make the most of it. And finally, I just want to finish with this. So can I have everybody sitting up nice and straight and looking at me, because this message is for everyone. Okay. What are schools all about? They are about reading, and they're about writing, and they're about running, and they're about jumping, and they're about playing in the yard. And they're about going overtime at assemblies, okay? But if we just reflect upon the reactions of some of our students today, and also some of our teachers, the most significant thing schools have are good relationships. We've got good relationships, and we've seen that today. We've got teachers who have been part of these guys' journey from foundation years. That's a big deal. We've got good relationships, and we work hard together to achieve things. The rest of it just happens. And so I think for me today, what I've got is another great example of what I've always believed about in education, is that relationships are absolutely the most significant thing we can have. So once again, thanks you guys. Let's look forward to morning tea. As I finish up, Mr. Thompson or Mrs. Clark, do we need to make an on-the-spot adjustment to alternative arrangements since we've gone over?
I think we might have to have recess until 10 past 11.
Okay, so there we go. So we'll extend recess till 10 past 11. And I thank everybody for their attention today. And yes, good. Are you guys going to dismiss this group? Thanks, everybody.
We've now come to the most important part of this assembly, watching our reel of us doing the dumbest stuff imaginable for approximately 8 minutes. So James and Lee, please take it away.
As I look back on my education and all that I have learned, get a glimpse of my life destination and fly up like a bird. The girl has grown in many ways, the things that I have learned. Hilford sets my spirit free. A woman I will be, 'cause I'm learning to be me. Teach and you shall learn it. Dokendo diskimis, learning for a lifetime. Dokendo diskimis, I'm learning to be me. I'm learning to be me. We try our best in all we do, though the road is sometimes hard. Our faith in Christ will guide us through. Our school will take us far. Hilford sets my spirit free. We're learning to be me. Women we will be. Teach and you shall learn it. Dokendo diskimis, learning for a lifetime. Dokendo diskimis, I'm learning to be me. 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 Tonight, meet me in the valley where the kids collide into the morning. Oh my God, my town is coming alive. I'm coming home tonight. I know you're ready for the sparks to fly into the morning. Oh my God, my town is coming alive. 'Cause I'm coming home to. Yes, I'm coming home to.
At Virgin Australia, your health and safety come first, so we appreciate you giving us your attention.
I'm waking up at the start of the end of the world, but it's feeling just like every other morning before. The cars are moving like a half a mile an hour, and I started staring at the passengers weaving.
What has happened to our zucchini slices? They weren't cooked yet. No, go that way. No, go that way.
We're stuck.
Can't remember caring for an hour or so. Started crying and I couldn't stop myself. I started.
I'm going to say we can take out the garlic bread. No, we can't. It's been too short of a time. If it's burnt, it's tasty. Okay.
Okay.
Believe the world is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's see how far we've come.
Do it. Oh my God.
It's coming to an end. Oh well, I guess we're gonna was just all cool. Now it's over for me, and it's over for you. But it's gone, baby, it's all gone. There's no one on the corner, and there's no one at home. And it was cool, it was just all cool. Now it's over for me, and it's over for you.
Oh my god. No way. It's green. It's bright green.
Coming this way. God.
Bye, Jordan.
沈むように溶けてゆくように二人だけの空が広がる夜に
Luigi.
In closing, to our teachers, thank you for everything. For the students, this may look silly with our goofy behaviour all morning, but it means a lot to us and is our coping mechanism. I wish each of you the best of luck in whatever pathway you choose and enjoy the time you have left, because it will fly past faster than you think. As a class of 2023, we're never going to give you up. Mr. Thompson.